My name is Nic Pereira. I'm a grade 12 student here at St. Paul's High School, and I'm a linebacker for the AAA football team. Today I will be interviewing DJ Lalama, the class of 2011. Thank you for joining us, DJ.
Thanks for having me.
So I just got some questions for you to start it off. Can you tell us about your connection to St. Paul's High School?
Sure. Well, obviously started as a student athlete here back in 2007, graduated in 2011, and every year since graduation, I've been coming back, working with the kids in terms of on-field development or strength and conditioning, trying to help all the St. Paul's Crusaders where I can. Living away for 6 months of the year, playing in Montreal isn't always ideal, but in the 6 months where I'm home, I definitely make sure to give kids like Nick a call, make sure that they're keeping up with what they need to get to the next level.
Yeah, and that we appreciate very much. For the next question, what was it like playing your first Crusader football game?
Aging me of the year, Nick.
I know that was way back, but
way back.
What you can remember from it, what was it like?
I remember the white jerseys were too small.
Yeah.
And my shoulder pads were too big. But nonetheless, there's a different atmosphere playing here at St. Paul's. It's you kind of feel like you're almost down on yourself a little bit with the community environment, alumni coming out, and it's just a great opportunity to get more involved in the school. So for me, it was I knew I could play football, but obviously now call it under the lights or the microscope's on a little bit, and you want to put your best foot forward. And it took me a year to do that. I'm Coach Daniel's size, but nonetheless, we're here now.
Yeah. Thank you. What was one of your greatest moments as a Crusader football player that you can recall?
I'd say the best moment of my St. Paul's Crusader experience was probably winning the championship in my grade 11 year. I think a lot of people around the high school football league would argue that was one of the better championship games over the last 20 years. I think we won 52 or 49 or 55 or 50. I don't remember. It's too high scoring. I think on defense, I don't want to remember that many points. But that was one for the record books, and just being able to win a championship. With the guys that I graduated with, that's something you kind of hold on to and you never forget.
Yeah, for sure. So I can definitely relate to that. I know the feeling of winning the championship for high school is just amazing.
It's one of those things that 50 years down the road you still remember.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you. Who was your most influential coach or teammate?
That's a good one. I'll pause on camera here and think for a second. That's a good question. You know what? I gotta say, probably most influential coach was Don Taffy. To be honest, I never played linebacker before. I was a running back my entire life, so having a short but enthusiastic Italian yelling at me felt like home. He showed me the ropes. I didn't know the position at all. Other than trying to run away from him as a running back. So Dom, was great in terms of just introducing the position in a way that I could slowly understand and pick up the nuances of it. And then in terms of player, there's a lot of great players that I played with throughout my course. But to be honest, I would say it was all the older guys in grade 11 here.
Yeah.
So the Brian Corbett's, the Terrell Lacachas, the Christian Hansons, Christian Caromas. These guys really paved the way, for you to be a leader on the team in grade 12.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it's one individual person, rather the graduating class before me.
Oh, for sure. So coming into St. Paul's, you were always a running back, never a linebacker until Coach Taffy introduced you to that position?
Coach Daniel said I was too heavy.
Oh, yeah.
He said he didn't need a drone best. So he said you're not playing running back. And the obvious choice, I guess, for him was do what running backs do, but do it on the other side of the field. So he likes to take credit for where I am now, but nonetheless, I'll give Dom a little shout out because I wouldn't be here without him. So
nice. Perfect. What has been a highlight for you as a Crusader football coach?
I think there's two of them. One was not really coaching, I guess, all that much, but again, helping out with the kids and seeing my brother in his graduating class way in grade 12. That was a pretty special moment, just knowing that the feelings I felt as a player myself, and seeing my brother and a bunch of kids that I have helped, experience that same feeling. That's something you don't forget as well, and it was special to be a part of. And then actually last year, Montreal, we lost first round, so I came home and helped coach you guys in that 1 week leading up to the final. And again, I'm not going to take any credit, but just again being part of that atmosphere, seeing you guys, the joy that that win brought you guys, and obviously being on the coaching staff the year previous, were a block field goal short of winning too. And, to see you guys get a ring, that's what it's all about. So that was special.
Well, I remember in my grade 10 year, obviously, I had you as my coach for the whole year. We made it all the way, came short of that field goal, and then the loss you lose, and you just never want that. And then coming back that next year, and you having won that last week, and us getting that championship, I remember coming up to you, and it was just a special moment for us.
That's one of the things, man. You'll experience it, 10 years later, when you're in my shoes. But you're a good kid. There's a lot of good people in the school. A lot of people that put a lot of time and effort into what they do. And having a 6'9" guy put up his hand and block a field goal last minute, that's tough for everyone.
Yeah.
Players, coaches alike. So I think for us, just coming back out, it felt like we had something left to prove. Right? It was like unfinished business, and it sucked not being a week further in the CFL season, but knowing that I could come here and still be around football and again get a ring with you guys, that was a pretty good consolation for us. So
thank you.
Nic, tell me what it's like to have DJ as a coach/trainer.
Well, I've known DJ for say 4 or 5 years, something like that, and he's definitely taught me a lot about the linebacker position, because I can recall my times playing before I was with DJ, and I knew, compared to what I know now, I knew nothing with the position of linebacker. So he's definitely just expanded my game a lot, and then besides football, he's been there as a friend and basically a family member now. My family's real close with him, and he's just always been there for me, and he's been a great friend.
Do I get time to brag about Nic now too?
For sure you do.
Okay. Well, Nic, when he first got to St. Paul's, when I first, the Pereira last game, I was fortunate to be in school when Chris was in grade 9. So I kind of seen, what the Pereira football acumen was all about, and Chris was a great player in his own right. And I kind of thought that it would be a similar, family genetics. It would be go get the ball, run fast, hit hard, and be one of the best athletes on the field. And that's held true. But I think the thing that people don't see with Nic, is the work that he puts in behind the scenes. Whether it's getting workouts in 4 days a week plus playing, the practices and games. Whether it's sending me highlights of football or just him in the gym and asking him how you can get better. His being a student of the game, that stuff is hard to teach, especially at your age. Ask Coach Park, I didn't know how to read calendar until second year university, so you're way ahead of me on that part. But I think you have a special talent. Like you said, it's a mentorship or whatever you want to call it to start, turn into just pure family. You got a great future ahead of you, and maybe you're a fine line right now, but I'll be wearing whatever team you're rocking in a couple of years, and I'll be your number one fan. So time's turn, but it'll be a good time.
Yeah, and like I always said, it's just the beginning. Just the beginning. What words of wisdom do you have for the 2020-2021 Crusaders?
I think the easiest one, honestly, there's two, I guess. The current landscape, obviously, COVID, adversity hits everyone or a population of people in different ways. I know you've come over, some adversity yourself, and you've kind of taken that head on and you made the best of the situation. So I think, for all the Crusaders or potential Crusaders nonetheless, this isn't how you want to finish being a Crusader. I know it's not. We've had that talk, and it's tough, and I feel for you. But I think for people that move forward, you can't take anything for granted anymore. And putting on this helmet for 4 years, I took it for granted, honestly. Until you get to that last game, you're like, shoot, this isn't here tomorrow. And I think that if you can kind of, gravitate towards each and every moment that you have to get better, and enjoy the memories and experiences that you can share in this locker room, that's first and foremost. And we've talked about this before, but secondly, is bet on yourself. If you can't believe in yourself and what you're trying to achieve, why would anybody else? And I think you're on your way there, and I know schools are calling, and like I said, you'll be playing somewhere next year. And I think for everyone else, I think that's an important piece too. You don't have to be the Nic Pereira of your graduating class to have some self-confidence and want something more for yourself. Obviously, it helps if you're the Nic Pereira, but I think just bet on yourself and face adversity head on, and everyone will be all right.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that. Are there any last That is true.
That's true.
That is true.
That has to stay on camera, please. Please. I used to use full dimples.
Yeah, the baby faces.
Baby faces, yeah. Baby Sheila, if you're watching, he's got to have it.
God, I do it.
He's got it. And he's been flexing the whole time.
Alright.
Keep that on too?
Alright, DJ, well, I really appreciate you coming out and having you a part of our virtual homecoming. I know it's a lot different for all of us here at St. Paul's, but we're doing our best to keep it same as always, and having you out here, we really appreciate it, so thank you.
I appreciate you, Nick, and like I said, you become a leader and a great young man, so I'm excited to see your future and what it has in store.
Thank you.